Okay, assuming that the Raptors, the six, bring that championship, you know, who do you got for your Finals MVP? Let's say they win it.
Oh,
They win it on Monday.
if Toronto wins it, it's in my opinion, I think majority of people definitely Kawhi. Like I got the stats right here. Kawhi is playing phenomenal, phenomenal. He's averaging around 50%, except for the first game, but around 40 to 50% field goal percentage. His threes, especially in game four, 55% in game four. He's got 23 the first game, 34 the second game, 30 the third game, and 36 the third game. I mean the fourth game. And on top of that, what I find really impressive, and some people might not be paying attention to, especially younger people, because they're all about the threes or driving in, is his free throws, and he's proving it that free throws can win games. Like he's 10 for 12 in the first game free throws, 83%, 100% in the second game, 90% in the third game, and 100% in the fourth game. And in total for free throws, bro, he scored, let's see, 19 plus 16, 35. He scored 45 points just shooting free throws in the series so far. Like he just does everything. Threes, carries a team, leads a team, provides assists when it needs, helps how do you say, navigate the floor, scores when he has to, whether he has to drive in, where he has to go post, whether he has to. He just does. He's, in my opinion, one of the most well balanced. Plus, come on, his defense, like it's just phenomenal. And little bonus, he had 0 turnovers in Game 4. That's, come on, that says a lot. Who's your Finals MVP?
I mean, in the early beginning, I would say Siakam was making a case for that.
Oh, kind of like an Iggy thing
Kind of
in
like
2015.
kind of like Iggy, but after that Game 4 performance, 36 points, he pretty much went for the kill.
Yeah,
And it's safe to say he put that series into bed.
yeah.
With
That's
that
what
run,
champions do.
36-point game. Like Andrade was pulling out. The guy was executing like in all facets of the game. Free throws, defense, taking over when you have to, leadership. With dictating the pace. For your team. Emotionally, because him and Danny Green are probably the only ones that have legit finals. Well, Ibaka as well, but Danny Green and Kawhi, they actually won a championship. They have gone over that mountaintop. They know, the feelings of.
And they both were very impactful in those championships.
Exactly. It's not like they were in the bench. Kawhi
Yeah.
was a rising star. And
Yeah.
Danny Green, he was a
Had a
valuable
couple
role
games,
player.
yeah.
Exactly. So I'm gonna have to agree with you. The stats don't lie. It's Kawhi.
Kawhi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, right now, it's even hard to see Golden State winning. If Golden State were to win it, I don't even know who on Golden State would necessarily win that Finals MVP, just because the players have been so like inconsistent. Like Steph had won an amazing Game 3, and I had tweeted like he needed to pop off Game 3 if he wanted a chance to win the Finals MVP, but he disappeared Game 4.
He was
Like,
gassed.
yeah, that like fuck. And then Clay provided what Steph needed in Game 3, which was like a second player scoring, and Clay did that. But then it's like, I don't know, if the Warriors were to win, like who would you like? I don't even know who to give it to.
But you know what? It has to be KD. If they come back 3-1,
I was gonna ask you that.
it's because KD comes back.
So if KD comes back, he plays only 3 games. That's if he comes back Game 5. If he comes back Game 5, he plays 3 games, and he's the one that helps carry it. You think he can earn the Finals MVP?
Look, if he can come back, I think the reason why he hasn't. I'm not a doctor or anything, but I think the reason why he's not coming back is not because he doesn't want to play. Of course he wants to play. The guy's a competitive guy.
Yeah.
The guy's a champion. The guy does want to come back. He's just back like what other analysts have been saying.
The injury might be more serious.
Come on, this is not a strained calf. If Clay, he popped up his hamstring. He came back in a couple days.
I'm starting to lean on
If
that.
it was a strained calf, the guy wouldn't be out for a month.
Yeah. I actually saw Broussard brought up a good point. He said he was speaking to a trainer or a doctor, and one observation that they noticed was that where KD was icing, that they were observing from video, was that he wasn't icing the part of the calf that they said was injured. And he said, and Broussard was telling, it was on the herd when he guest spot. He was saying like that kind of raised his suspicions for him, because like the doctor was telling Broussard like, look, he is not icing the proper area that he says is injured. He was icing more towards the Achilles. Yeah. and just a little lower. And then that in itself, to me, I was like, fuck, on top of him been missing these games, like each game that passes by, I think most fans are already thinking like, shit, this might be more serious than we thought.
There's something more serious. It's not gonna be a strained calf.
After hearing that,
you know,
man,
a strained calf. You know, I'll say maybe, you know, not a, once again, I'm not a doctor, but
he's been out for like
a month.
Okay.
It's been a month, and these are the playoffs. Normally, when it comes to the playoffs, you're gonna play hurt. You know, you saw, you know, Clay, you saw Iggy. These are normally injuries. You know, if it was like the regular season, you're playing like, I don't know, the Grizzlies or something, you're gonna sit out. It is the NBA Finals. You know, I think it's more like a torn Achilles, but hey, we could be all day for that. But
low key, I feel like, and Broussard brought this up too before the series even got to what it was, that KD, it's not that he wishes this, but he might be a little satisfied, not satisfied, just a little glad that the Warriors are struggling without him, because it does change the narrative about like, do the Warriors really need KD? And I think the biggest takeaway from these finals is that this Warriors did like, KD wasn't just a cherry on top of the team. Like, nah, he really was a valuable asset to the team that made it what it was, even though he came after they went 73-9.
Facts.